Stop. Close your mouth. Seriously. Just press your lips together for a second and imagine this. You're sitting in your kitchen, eating a sandwich, drinking some tea. Suddenly, you feel something stuck in your throat. Not like food, like something alive. It moves. You cough. Harder. Even harder. You run to the mirror, open your mouth wide, and staring back at you from the back of your throat are two tiny black eyes. A forked tongue flicks out and licks your teeth. You just swallowed the most venomous snake on planet Earth. It's inside you now. It's panicking. It's angry. And it has fangs. What kills you first? The venom? Or does the snake chew its way out? How long do you have? And the million-dollar question. Can you feel it crawling through your intestines? Today, we're running the craziest experiment in this channel's history. We're sending a snake on a journey through the human body, from the throat to the, well, exit. Spoiler, this is not like those videos where pythons swallow goats. Here, you have a goat. Let's go. Before our passenger starts its journey through your insides, let's get acquainted. The most venomous snake in the world is not the cobra. It's not the rattlesnake. It's the Inland Taipan. Scientists also call it the fierce snake or small-scaled snake. The name alone sounds like a boss from a video game. The Inland Taipan lives in Australia, and its venom is so powerful that one single bite contains enough toxin to kill 100 grown men, or 250,000 mice. To put it in perspective, drop for drop, its venom is 50 times more toxic than a king cobra's. Here's the good news. Inland taipans are actually shy. They don't hunt humans. They hide. They run away. But right now, this shy snake isn't in the Australian outback. It's in your stomach. And inside your stomach. It's dark, cramped, and terrifying. The snake is panicking. And panic in a snake means bites. Lots of bites. Size. About 6 to 8 feet long. That means this thing can reach from your stomach all the way up to you. Well, you get the idea. You swallowed it whole? Let's assume yes. It's slimy. You didn't chew it hopefully. It just slid down. You feel it drop. The snake is in your esophagus. That's the tube connecting your mouth to your stomach. It's narrow, but snakes are flexible. They can squeeze. You feel pressure in your chest, like you swallowed a giant chunk of meat that got stuck. But this chunk of meat is breathing. The snake tries to turn around. It doesn't want to go deeper. It wants out, back to the sun. It starts crawling up. You feel scales scraping the walls of your throat from the inside. It's not exactly painful. It's ticklish, but the kind of ticklish that makes you want to climb the walls. You try to cough it back up, but the snake digs its fangs into the tissue. It anchors itself, and then it does exactly what you were dreading. It bites. Not because it wants to kill you, because it's terrified. It's defending itself. Two fangs like two hypodermic needles sink into the wall of your esophagus and inject venom. You feel a burning sensation, not sharp pain. Burning, like someone poured acid inside your chest. Taipan venom is a neurotoxin. It doesn't just destroy tissue. It blocks the signals from your brain to your muscles. The smallest muscles go first. You try to scream, but your lips go numb. Then your tongue turns to lead. You try to call for help, but only a weak mumble comes out. The venom is in your bloodstream now. It's traveling through your body like express delivery. Your fingers go numb. You drop your phone. You try to bend down, but your legs won't listen. You hit the floor. You're conscious. You understand everything, but you can't move. Complete paralysis. Your lungs are muscles. Breathing requires muscles. The venom blocks those too. You feel like you can't inhale. Air is all around you, but your chest won't expand. You start suffocating. Panic hits 100%, but you can't even show it. You just lie there, eyes wide open, knowing this is the end. But the snake inside is still alive. The snake finally drops into your stomach. It's dark, wet and extremely acidic. Stomach acid is hydrochloric acid. It dissolves meat. Your food digests in it over several hours. The snake is also meat, but the snake is alive, and it doesn't want to dissolve. It starts thrashing, whipping its tail, biting everything around it. You feel this as cramps, like a giant worm wrestling in your gut. Your intestines clench, trying to expel the foreign object. The snake takes another breath. Yes, snakes breathe, but inside a stomach, there's almost no oxygen. It's suffocating. In panic, it starts gnawing on the stomach wall, trying to chew its way out. Imagine being inside a bouncy castle, and someone outside is trying to chew through to get you. That's what the snake feels. You feel a sharp stab in your belly, fangs piercing through your stomach lining. The snake has punctured the stomach wall. It's now in your abdominal cavity, floating among your intestines, liver, spleen. You don't feel the pain. You're already paralyzed by venom, but your body is still alive. Heart beating, blood flowing. The snake crawls. Where? It's looking for an exit. It senses warmth. Where the skin is thin, there might be a way out. It might try to exit through your belly button. Sounds funny, but it's a weak point. Or through your back, or back up through your mouth. But the worst part isn't even the snake. The worst part is that the snake dragged stomach bacteria and acid into your sterile abdominal cavity. This is peritonitis. Your insides are now contaminated. Even if the venom hadn't killed you, you'd die from blood poisoning within hours. You're lying on the floor. Inside you, a snake is looking for a way out. Outside, you're not moving. Your eyes stare at the ceiling. You're still alive, but you're already dead. Okay, let's hit pause. Let's imagine a different version. What if the snake was so terrified that it just curled up into a ball and froze? What if it doesn't bite, just sits there? Then it's a race against time. 10 minutes in, stomach acid starts eating away at the scales. The snake feels burning. It tries to crawl back up toward the esophagus. 30 minutes in, if the snake stays in the stomach, the acid reaches the skin. Chemical burns. Severe pain. 1 hour in, the snake loses consciousness from pain and lack of air. 2 hours in, the snake dies. It's now just a lump of meat in your stomach. But your problem isn't solved. You now have a 6-foot dead snake inside you. It won't digest in an hour. It will sit there, rot, release toxins. Will you vomit? Maybe, but the snake might be too big to come up. You need surgery immediately. Otherwise, the snake's decomposing body will poison you from the inside. Imagine the absolute worst. The snake doesn't want to go down into acid. It climbs up. You feel something rising through your esophagus, coming up your throat. You open your mouth, and a snake's head appears. It looks at you. You're staring at each other in the mirror. You can't scream. There's a snake in your mouth. It crawls out slowly. Head first, then neck, then body. It takes forever. You feel scales sliding over your tongue. Finally, it drops onto the floor, shakes itself off, and slithers under the couch. And you're just standing there, mouth open, realizing that was the most terrifying moment of your life. But you're alive. You think this is just fantasy. Think again. In 2018, in India, a man named Ramjeet was sleeping in a field. In India, there are a lot of snakes. One night, a small but venomous snake crawled into his mouth while he was snoring. It was warm. It wanted warmth. He woke up choking, rushed to the hospital. Doctors took an X-ray and found a snake in his stomach. They did surgery. The snake was still alive. They removed it. The man survived. In 2021, a similar case happened in Thailand. A snake crawled up through a toilet and bit a man where you really don't want to be bitten. That's a story for another day. The point is, snakes can get inside humans, and it's not always deadly. Let's say you've watched this video and now you're paranoid. What if it happens to you? Do not panic. Snakes feel fear. If you thrash around, it will bite. Do not try to vomit. If the snake is venomous, throwing up might make it bite you again on the way out, or the acid will burn your throat. Do not drink water. Water won't kill the snake, but it might speed up venom absorption if a bite already happened. Call 911 immediately. You need an ambulance and a surgeon, now. Lie down and stay still. If the snake isn't biting, just lie motionless. The less you move, the less the snake panics. But the best advice, don't sleep with your mouth open in places where snakes live, especially Australia, India, and parts of Africa. Snakes don't hunt people. We're too big. We're not food. Snakes end up near humans for 3 reasons. Warmth. Our bodies are warm 98.6 F. For a cold-blooded snake, we're like a heated blanket. Especially at night. Fear. If a snake is panicking, it looks for any hole, any cave to hide. A mouth is a hole. Accident. Sometimes snakes just fall from trees or roofs and land on people. So if you're afraid of snakes, don't live in the tropics and sleep with your mouth closed. Conclusion. What did we learn? We ran an experiment. We swallowed the world's most venomous snake. Here's what we found. 1. The Inland Taipan is a real monster. Its venom can paralyze you in under a minute. 2. A snake inside you isn't just about venom. It's physical damage, fangs, scales, bites. 3. You have a chance to survive if the snake doesn't bite and doctors get to you fast. 4. The scariest scenario isn't the venom. It's the snake crawling back out through your mouth. That's a nightmare you'll never forget. Now, a question for you. What's worse, dying from venom inside, or watching a snake crawl out of your own mouth? Drop your answer in the comments. I'm genuinely curious what scares you more. And if you want a part 2 where we swallow something even worse, like a tarantula, a scorpion, a whole ant colony, smash that like button. At 1,000 likes, I'll send the most disgusting creature on earth into the virtual stomach. Subscribe so you don't miss the next journey inside the human body. And for the love of everything holy, sleep with your mouth closed.